Don't have to stay on this too long, but just thought it was interesting. Lakers, Warriors, and Suns. The Suns are currently 8th, the Lakers are currently 11th, and the Warriors are currently 12th. And it doesn't look like either of those teams are going to be playing too much better anytime soon.
Pass
Um,
me the card.
what would it mean if all three of these teams did not make the final 8?
I think it means that there is a changing of the tide and young ballers run the NBA. That's what it means.
I think you're right.
Does it mean anything for the stars on the aforementioned teams?
No, I think it just means Father Time is undefeated. I think, it doesn't, for me, it's not, oh, they suck or, it's just a lack of production. I think it's just, again, it's a young ballers league now. Just like it was when, LeBron came into the league, Steph, became his own player and all that. But I feel like it sucks for the Suns and D Book specifically because he wasn't able to ride the high of being a good team as long as the Warriors have or as long as LeBron has. For Book, it's been what, 3 years, 4 years of them being a consistent, I guess, not threat, but a playoff team in the West. Much of his time in Phoenix has been bottom of the barrel. Like barely getting any national TV time. So it's happening quicker for the Suns. But I think that's just what it means.
And they leverage their future for this. So
Yes.
that's what they have earned. The Golden State, they went through the draft, they tried to do it the right way, and that's where they got the dynasty they looked for, or that they got. The Lakers, you got LeBron, led GM, pieced your team together. That's going to be a 4 to 5 year span. It's about that much. And then, yeah, I don't know. I feel like Devin Booker is like the oldest 24, 25-year-old I've ever seen in this league. He might be 26, 27 now, but like he's lived this crazy long career, feels like, and it feels like it's almost plateaued already. Not to say
Yes.
this is his peak, but is this his time in Phoenix? Does he make his way over to Milwaukee? Is this the time that he has to blow it up and go team hop and go find a ring? Like if it's not this year, if it's not next year, when does it happen in Phoenix?
They blow it up soon. I think they may argue this year that their big three didn't play a lot of games together. They're just now all healthy, so we'll see. I don't think they're the greatest fit. Either way, so I don't think Phoenix gets a chip with their current roster, and I don't know what roster you build around that big three in general. So I think at some point they do blow it up, and at some point Book probably does leave. Now, is Phoenix a relatively nice destination? Yes. So would Book have to leave? Maybe not, but I think players are going to start looking around and saying, all right, where's my best opportunity to compete for a championship? And whether that's teaming up or whether that's just another market that kind of already has the roster in place or whatever, I think we're going to start seeing that more and more, especially as the older players start to transition out. So we know that KD is on his last leg. I'm not saying he's retiring next year, but 3 to 5 easily. Definitely no more than 5. Beal is, I think, in the same place as Booker, to be honest. Like Booker's had more success, but they're the same type of player and they're both still trying to get, to the promised land. So they'll kind of be fending for themselves. But yeah, I don't know. The Lakers, they just, I don't know. Until Anthony Davis steps up and becomes the number one option and the clear best player on that team, they're going to plateau. I think the Warriors dynasty is over, and I think that they are going to blow it up soon. Because what else are you going to do? I just think the dynasty is done. You can no longer ride the coattails of their big three. So, but I think there's some magic left. I think all three actually I think two of them will end up playing in the play-in, but I think two out of those three teams make the playoffs. So
Uh, hot topic question. Do any of those three aforementioned names, KD, Bron, and Steph, find their way in the same team in the tail ends of their career?
If anybody, I think it's maybe Steph and LeBron. I don't know. I don't see any of it happening.
nah, I was trying to think of the situation that it would make sense, and I don't see it. Like even if it wasn't about money, I just don't see where it would really make sense because you still have to build the team around them,
Hmm.
and they're all at a place now where you would have to have such a beautifully structured roster around them for us to see their best and ultimately the team's best. Like if they're on any team where they're still expected to lead, it's not. It's just they're past that time where them alone they can get you there.
Okay,
Yeah.
separate question from that. Where do they end up if not at these teams that they're currently on? What is their next team that they go to?
Bron will be wherever Bronny is. I don't.
Wizards.
There's no telling. There's no telling where KD will be. There's absolutely no telling where he'll end up. Steph could stick it out in Golden State.
He
Um, Steph could go
would.
wherever he wants to. Honestly, though, I think Steph might from
I
a
Yeah,
think he
I feel
does.
like
I think he sticks it out. Yeah. I think he's gonna.
they'll do what they can to go get him a team.
I mean, they still draft well. It's just and I don't think people don't want to come play in Golden State. I think it's all going to come down to what will you be able to get for Clay and Draymond if you don't let them walk, um, and who wants to sign there, and what money do y'all have? That's what it'll come down to for Golden State. But I think they're in the best position to give Steph another shot. I think the Lakers move pieces around too much to get a consistent roster, and I don't think Phoenix has the assets to build the team they would need to build around their current big three. So, and the clock is definitely ticking over there for. I mean, a team, yes, but KD more specifically, I think his clock is ticking a little bit quicker than Bron and Steph just because of KD's game. Like KD is not the same two-way player, and I think if you ask KD to be